Hello everyone and welcome back to War Thunder. Sorry, it's been a while since I did one of these. Mostly it wasn't my fault. But we're back with a fairly lengthy video today, which is all about this little beauty here, right in front of you, the P-40 Kittyhawk. New intro as well, by the way. Some people had said that the old one was a bit long, and yeah, fair enough, I suppose you're probably right, so I've gone with something which hopefully is a bit snappier. So there you go, that's what that was about. I was bored and felt like making a new intro anyway, so there you go. So I'm going to show you a few games today in the P-40 Kittyhawk. Spoilers, it's a bloody good plane, and I had a whole heap of really good games in this thing, some of which I managed to record, and I'm going to show you here today. Now, the Kittyhawk is probably one of my favourite types of aircraft in War Thunder. It's definitely an energy fighter. It relies on keeping its energy balance in check, definitely. But two other things about it that I really like are that, one, it can move when it has to. It's relatively agile when it needs to be. Actually, you know what, there's three things I like about it. I've just remembered another one, but it's relatively agile when it wants to be. You know, it can turn. It's not like a P-47 or a Corsair or a Focke-Wulf, you know. Those things like freight trains, they go in one direction and there's not much else you can do about it. This thing, on the other hand, can get itself out of trouble if needs be. So never going to outturn a Spitfire or a Zero or anything like that, obviously, but it can keep pace with, say, most of the early Russian fighters it goes up against, for example. Second thing I like about it is those guns which have just reloaded. Yes, this thing has, I believe, 6 50 caliber machine guns. Best kind of machine guns. Relatively fast firing, loads and loads of ammo, and they have a massive punch to them. I love these things. I love planes with these things. Some people love their cannons. I kind of don't. I mean, cannons are great and all. They can blow the wing off an enemy plane if you do manage to hit someone with it, but their Achilles heel is the fact that you just don't have a lot of ammo for them. Now, I mean, that can be irritating in arcade at best. Just all you have to do is reload more often. And thankfully most planes with cannons do have a backup machine gun or two. But there are planes like the Spitfire Mark 5C or the later Typhoons that are armed only with 20mm cannons. And those things can be a real pain in the arse when you run out in the middle of a dogfight. These things, on the other hand, you can spray and pray with these things for ages. And since I'm not a particularly good shot, that's pretty good by me, honestly. So yeah, that's pretty good. And the 50 caliber are not, as opposed to 7mm, like most of the early British planes get, which means these things do have a fairly good punch to them, and they will rip enemy planes to pieces. So yeah, there's that. And the third thing I really like about the Kittyhawk is that it's durable as all hell. This thing is as tough as old boots, and you're going to see over the course of these replays just what I mean by that. One of the most amazing things about this aircraft is not only that it's tough as old boots, it can still maintain its flight performance relatively well even after it's been heavily damaged. As you know, you're going to see this thing is practically Russian. Speaking of Russians, hello MiG-3, goodbye MiG-3. Oh, that was too easy, that was. What you should be doing in a Kittyhawk: pouncing with your high energy on enemies like that with low energy. That guy was going up chasing after one of our fellas, and he was almost stalling. He was going so slow. Same with this fella here. A couple of kills now. Might have got one earlier. I'm kind of losing count on this replay a bit, I'm afraid. And you'll see me somewhat facetiously asking that Beaufighter pilot down there if a thank you would be nice, because he actually was in one of the games I played before this, and in that game I saved his arse as well. I just saved him from 2 enemy attacking planes that were on his arse. And I did the same in the previous game we were both in as well, and yeah. Anyway. Oh, BF-109's dead. Let's go after the Act 3, but he's probably going to die anyway, but never mind. Can we ninja this kill? Ooh, yep, we can. There we go. That's the other thing 50 caliber machine guns are good at. It's ninjaing kills. Because the assist system in War Thunder isn't based on how much damage you do to an enemy plane, it's based on who does the last hit. You literally just need to put the last bullet into one of those things before they go down to get them. And 50 caliber machine guns are good at that because they're fairly rapid firing and there's loads of ammo for them. It's a bit of a cheap move sometimes, but everyone else is going to do it to you, so you might as well join in if the opportunity presents itself, quite frankly. You know, got to get that those XP and credits at the end of the day. So, we're going after this IL-2 here, but it's been a bit awkward. We're getting some fire from his tail gunner while we're mucking about over here, but we've managed to slow ourselves down by doing some high yo-yos and some manoeuvring, and now we just need to pepper him with machine guns until he disintegrates. So there we go. As you can see, no deaths yet, and we're getting a fair number of kills in this thing. Good fun, and that tail gunner, he just did nothing to us. He barely scratched us. The P-40 is very well armoured. Has an armoured engine at the front, and a very well armoured cockpit. And its wings as well, they're actually reinforced. It's part of the construction of this thing. If you get into a head-on pass with someone and you do briefly clip wings with them in a sort of mini collision, a P-40 will usually stay in one piece where other planes would fall to bits because it was so sturdily constructed. Oh, can we get this Spitfire? Not quite. Overshot. Doesn't matter. Go up. Get some altitude back. Flip over. See if we can't come back down on him again for another pass. No, forget that. There's a bow fighter. Let's go for him instead. He's the bigger threat right now. Might as well go after him. Yeah, he's a Mark 6T as well. Those are the... people have started calling bow fighters broken fighters on account of them being slightly, and by slightly I mean ridiculously, overpowered. I generally tend to disagree as far as the Mark 10 and the Mark 21 are concerned, but the Bowfighter Mark 6 is, yeah, it has issues, to be fair. I don't know what it is, it's just that the thing is too manoeuvrable for a plane that size, and its cannons seem to be, I don't know, the thing doesn't use 20mm cannons. Ignore what it says on the sheet there. If that thing fires laser beams, death rays, you know. Yeah, we just got pretty badly mauled by that little Japanese bastard on our tail just now, but hey, look, P-40, it's fine, we'll keep going. Although my flight controls are all mashed at this point. And we've got an Airacobra on our tail, and oh god, days are looking numbered. But look at the fire this thing is taking from that big old 30mm cannon as well. Look at the holes being chewed into my wings, and yeah, I've lost all control. We're going down. Splat right into the field. Fairly respectable accounting for ourselves nonetheless, however. I think you'll agree. That thing took one hell of a punching before it went down. One hell of a punching. There he is, Mr. Airacobra. Russian premium Airacobra, no less, actually. And that was it for the P-40 in this game. However, something else I want to show you. Right, now this is a game... Now, unfortunately, there's no in-game audio for this because I was, when I played this, squadded up with a friend of mine and we were speaking over Skype. So, I can't provide you any in-game audio, unfortunately. But here we are. We're flying around on one of these Pacific maps. I can't remember exactly what it was called. And I've got myself into a bind here. I've got a Bowfighter on my tail. He's cheering me up. Look at my wings, both red already. Left aileron's blacked out. My elevator control is just screwed. Really putting that rudder to work right now, trying desperately to change direction here and get this guy off my ass. It's not looking good. This trace is all over the place. Trying to turn. Look at that wing. Look at it. Look at it. There's just chunks. They're practically bite marks taken out of the damn thing. But one of our friends comes and saves us. Bowfighter buggers off. We live to fight another day. Well, you know, that's what I thought. Decided to go after the Bowfighter for a bit of a revenge, and oh dear. BF-109E on our tail. Unfortunately, it's also an E3, so he's got cannons which are about to reload. Oh, he's going after us. Thankfully, this guy was an awful shot. I mean, really, really bad, even by my standards. But even so, look at the plane. Engine's pink. Everything's black. The red back end of the aircraft. This thing is just being held together by prayers, pretty much at this point. Flying along, I'm like, I'm gonna die any second now. And suddenly the enemy fire stops. Why has it stopped? What's going on? Where has he gone? Well, I was leading him back through our team, and thankfully, my pal there over in the I-15 managed to take care of him. I'm home free, and I'm heading back to the airbase, in spite of the fact that my plane is damaged to a slightly absurd degree. However, I have almost no flight control at this point. I can only give the aircraft vague suggestions, and it kind of follows them whether or not it wants to of its own accord. I'm trying to turn in the direction of the runway. The plane is banking off to the left to a sort of ridiculous degree, and there's no stopping it at this point. Undercarriage right now is kind of almost an afterthought. And we're going pretty fast too. This is not looking good. I can't level the aircraft out. That runway is approaching awfully fast. I don't think I could pull up right now, even if I wanted to, but we're going in. We'll do it live. And clip the wing on the ground, spin over, splat, skid onto the runway, and oh, a soft landing apparently. Oh dear. Now, yeah, so there we go. Not only did the P-40 manage to crawl all the way back to the airfield under such a ridiculous amount of punishment, anything like that would have just sent another aircraft completely out of control into the sea, but no, P-40 keeps going. Not only that did we get all the way back to the airfield, the damn thing survived the bloody crash. I mean, any other aircraft with that much already that much structural damage probably would have just exploded as soon as it hit the runway like I did, but no, this thing kept on going. I lost a wing, but I was actually able to get repaired after about a minute or so and get this thing back in the air again, so there you go. That was just a short little clip there to illustrate to you just how impossible it is sometimes to shoot a P-40 down, because it just keeps on flying. Through God's divine will, apparently, because God knows what else was holding that thing together at that point, but anyway. Right, so, I've shown you one relatively good game. One game which wasn't particularly spectacular other than this one ridiculous flight back to the airfield. So, it's probably time I showed you something that was a bit more impressive. So, here we are. We're on port. I'm on the defending side, and I'm in the P-40 again with this lovely, lovely Flying Tiger skin. I love this skin to absolute bits. The Flying Tigers, for those of you who don't know, were a squadron of American fighter pilots who, and this was before the United States had actually joined the Second World War, but they were a group of volunteer United States fighter pilots that went over to China because obviously Japan had been at war with China since 1937, but a bunch of American fighter pilots went over to China in P-40s like this, painted up to make them look like they were part of the Chinese Air Force, hence the Chinese roundels on those wings there, and they fought against the Japanese until war broke out between America and Japan, at which point they became part of the official United States Army Air Force. So here we are. Gone down for a strafing run on that guy. Didn't quite manage to secure a kill out of it though, so never mind, let's turn around, see what else is going on down here. Oh, an assist. Not bad. Not bad start at all. Oh, hello, a Stuka. Now, P-40s love killing Stukas, something they're very, very good at in my experience. So, P-40 needs feeding. Shall feed him a Stuka. First kill. Wasn't much to sing and dance about though, mind you. It's just a bloody Stuka, but still. Let's climb up, get some more altitude. Flip over. Now we're back at a reasonable height. See what else is going on. Go looking for more targets. See who else we can pounce on and destroy. So, now this game was quite a while ago. I'm a little fuzzy on the details, but I vaguely remember what happened in this game, so I'll do my best to narrate this as we go on to the best of my ability. Now, there's quite a few enemies over there. There's very few friendlies around, but yeah, it's looking too hot, really. It's far too hot, but never mind. So long as it is like that, let's just keep climbing. And hello there, Mr. HE-111. Well, not a particularly easy kill. HE-111s are quite tough, actually, even for these 50 caliber machine guns. But, well, what the hell? He's nearby. Let's give it a go. So either give it a chance or don't give it a chance and absolutely not get a kill. So, raking him with machine gun fire here. He's just soaking it all up though. HE-111s are so durable, certainly at these low levels anyway. But we've got him. I think we tore his wing off there. Nice. Those 50 caliber machine guns, they are so damn good. So damn good. Anyway. Flip over. Back at altitude again. Go cruising around looking for some more targets. We've got an SU-2 down there and an A-20G. Both fairly juicy targets, really. The A-20G is probably a more difficult one. The SU-2's already got guys on him, but screw it. It's a Spitfire. Reckon we could probably bag this guy. In theory, anyway. He's busy bombing our ships as well, so somebody needs to do something about him. Oh, look, we've got a Ki-61 as well on his tail. Oh. Put a few shots into him, but SU-2s, like most Russian aircraft, are going to take more than a few shots to bring down. Never mind, keep going. Everyone's on this guy now. He's put himself in such a stupid position at this point. He's deep in our territory. He's practically under our spawn zone anyway. He's dead. Whether he knows it or not. He probably does know it by this point, but never mind. Let's keep going. And, you know, just spray away. Aim for that target reticule. And don't worry. And, you know, damn the torpedoes. Who cares about the ammo? We've got loads in this thing. Oh. Get out of my way. What are you doing? You... Ugh. Well, kill secured. We put our friendly BF-109 in a bit of a poor position there. He's now got smoke coming off him, which was my fault. But to be perfectly honest with you, don't do that, you idiot. Just nobody do that. It's just bad form, you know, flying straight in front of a friendly while he's shooting the back of an enemy plane just so you can try and, you know, ninja the kill off him, you know. I've got nothing against really ninjaing kills because it happens all the time, but to fly in front of somebody's line of fire while they're pulling the trigger is pretty bloody stupid, and frankly he deserved that. Thankfully, he didn't actually crash and cause me to lose a bunch of XP and credits. But never mind. So we're going after an SBD now. And, ooh dear. Is he going down or is he... No, he was just dive bombing, right, well. Oh yeah, he's on fire. His day's numbered. We've knocked out his gunner as well. Critical hit from the damage the flames are doing. Really, we're just... adding insult to injury at this point. There we go. Dead. That's... fourth kill so far. We're still not dead yet. And we're still completely undamaged. We're doing very, very well. But it gets better. So, what have we got over here? A Hurricane. The BF-110. The Yak-7 going after one of our guys who's going after the BF-110. Let's go after the Yak for now. Let's follow him, although there's other people with their eyes on these guys too, so... no, BF-110's turning in this general direction, and he's slower as well, so let's see if we can't take him out instead. The Yak-7's getting away. Oh, do we want to switch targets? No, let's stick to the BF-110. I probably should have gone for the Yak-7 there. He was chasing one of our guys. That was a bit of a stupid decision on my part, but whatever, we've critted the guy. Destroyed his cooling system. Where has he gone? There we go. Hi-yo, up, down, go after him. You're going to be doing a lot of that in this plane. You're going to be diving down from a high altitude, and therefore you're going to pick up a lot of speed, and so you'll quite often end up overshooting a target, but if you can keep high yo-yoing like that to reduce your speed and then come back down for another pounce, you'll be fine. But you do need to manage your speed quite carefully in this plane. Oh, there we go, fifth kill. You do need to manage your speed, not only so to make sure you don't go too slow, but also so you don't go too fast. The P-40's dive performance is not very good. Once it starts getting pretty fast, this thing starts flying like an oil tanker. It's just, yeah, you have almost no control whatsoever. It's pretty damn bad. So you need to make sure when you're going into a dive after someone, don't pick up too much speed. Do what you have to do. Open up those combat flaps. Start, banking and turning from side to side. Rudder walk. Do whatever you've got to do. But don't go so fast that you can't maneuver to stay on target when you're coming towards the end of that dive. Furthermore, the P-40 is a plane which you need to be using your keyboard to fly. Some planes, a lot of planes in this game, you'll be fine, certainly in arcade anyway, you'll be fine with just your mouse. Your Spitfires, your Zeros, whatever. Those things have the control precision that's just, out of a dream. Those things are magnificent for that. The P-40, though, it requires a bit of work to get really performing the way it should. And you're going to be needing to use your arrow keys to manually control your elevators, your ailerons, even your rudder sometimes. You need to be anticipating where people are going to be banking, left or right, and you just need to be anticipating the movements in general so that you can match them quickly. This thing, if you try and follow someone into a turn just using your mouse, you'll probably lose them. But if you can anticipate their turn, bank your aircraft like this to the side in anticipation using your arrow keys, following them into the turn will not be a problem whatsoever. Especially if you've got your combat flaps down, this thing can turn just fine, but you need to use a bit of brain power. It's not like a Spitfire or a Zero, like I said, but you can just sort of derp around and follow someone about in a dogfight without really too much thought. The P-40 isn't like that. You can get some great performance out of it though, just so long as you... Whoa! That was close. Just so long as you know what you're doing, basically. So where's he gone? Where's that little bugger gone? HE-112. Oh! Mid-air collision. Well, never mind. Can we grab the Spitfire instead as a consolation prize? Maybe. He's going pretty fast though, it's making it difficult to aim. Oh, hit him. Oh, this guy. I remember this guy. This guy took such a pounding, especially for just a little Spitfire. Those things aren't exactly durable, really. They're not Zero standards of sort of made out of cardboard, but still, that guy just wouldn't die. And I've taken some aileron damage here, and yeah, there are too many other targets. Let's just not bother. Yeah, he's gone down now. We've got an assist. Who the hell cares? Let's go after this lag instead. Yeah, bad angle. Very bad angle, but never mind. He's turning around, and here again I am using my arrow keys to make sure that I can anticipate their movements. And also it's worth noting that you can get a tighter turning circle if you use your arrow keys. Using the mouse alone is not particularly efficient. In planes like Spitfires it doesn't matter, but in this thing you need to be efficient with your turns. Because, like, it is an energy fighter. Efficiency is the name of the game when you're flying this thing. And that's something you really need to remember. So, anyway, we've taken a little bit of damage. Nothing more than a few scratches. Our ailerons are working, although it is damaging my turning performance now. Not much. Again, this is the P-40. It can take a bit of punishment before it starts to become noticeably sluggish, but still. And then Mr. A-20 going after one of our destroyers. I don't think so, matey. Oh, A-20s though, they're built out of concrete, I swear. And when they come out of one of those dives like he was in, they're also bloody fast too. And this guy, I think, is quick. Yeah, he's going to get away from us. Despite the fact that he's climbing, the A-20s are just huge, gigantic pendulums of aircraft. Those things, they build up lots of speed in the dive, and because they're so heavy, they have loads and loads of momentum, and they just keep going afterwards, even when they're climbing. They maintain their speed so well. And look at him. He was 0.4 kilometers away from me, and now he's over a kilometer. So fast. So very fast. Good planes, those things, but very frustrating to try and shoot down. So never mind, forget him. Let's get back into the fight. Instead of chasing a single A-20 halfway across the map. He's still going. 3 kilometers away now. Our time would be better spent elsewhere. Okay, what's going on then? We seem to be the highest guy in the sky at the minute, bar a couple of other guys up high. I think there's a BF-109 over on the left, some other guy over on my right over there. Yeah, a HE-111, right, well, forget him. He's trying to high-altitude bomb ships. Good luck to him. He's not going to hit a bloody thing. Lag 3 going after one of our SBDs. Hurricane going after another of our Hurricanes. He's turning to go after a bow fighter. He's got low on energy. Let's just deal with this guy quickly. There we go. And then this lag 3. Put a few shots into him, but damn it, they all missed. He crashed. Too late. It's getting a bit desperate now. Port's a great map because it actually gives something for, you know, bombers and torpedo bombers to actually do, because it usually boils down to a position like we're in now, where the only ground targets left are the ships, and ships take a hell of a pounding. You can't just machine gun them like armoured cars. So we need to protect our bombers, and we need to shoot down the enemy bombers. And because they're ships, when you get to this point in the game on the port map, things start to get a little bit hilariously silly. You'll see a lot of kamikaze attacks, and I mean a lot. You'll see some in this very video, in fact. Oh, shredded that Dornier to pieces. Good. People just get pretty desperate towards the end of the game when there's 2 targets left on either side. People will just fly straight into ships in a desperate attempt to destroy them. I generally don't unless it's really desperate, but still. For whatever reason, Port seems to be one of the few maps in the game that anyone actually cares about who wins. I have never seen on any other map in the game people get so desperate to win the game by just flinging their planes into the ground targets. Never happens on any other map, only ever happens on Port. That's kind of why I love Port, actually. On the bright side, War Thunder doesn't penalise you like, say, World of Tanks does for your team losing a game, but you do lose something when you stop penalising people for losing games and stop rewarding them for winning. You know, people just sort of generally don't give a damn about the actual game. All they want to do is farm kills to get more XP, and yeah. However, in Port, for whatever reason, like I said, everyone does their damnedest to try and win, so we've taken some hits there. P-40's in pretty rough shape. We're desperately trying to dodge enemy flak at the minute and get the hell out of here. Don't want to pull up just yet. Oh, an A-20. Hello. If you're going to fly in front of my guns, then I might as well pop a few off at you. Oh, a hit. Another hit. Out of ammo. Gotta reload. Never mind. Well, might as well go around after him. There we go. Aircraft destroyed. Plane's in really bad shape. My wings are not looking great. My Sentinel fuselage is in seriously bad condition. But who gives a damn? We are a P-40. We shall keep on flying no matter the hell what. And we need to at this point. Because we desperately need to stop guys from taking out our ships. They have 2 ships left. We have 3. And you can see guys shouting in the chat. Ramming power. This HE-112 down here. Yeah, look at him. He's going to smack straight into that destroyer. Splat. Number of shits given 0. We just want to take out those ships no matter what the cost. For whatever reason. Like, it even matters who wins and loses in this game. But, you know, what can I say? It's fun when people get into the spirit of it, really. It's a bit of a cheap way to take out the ships at the end of the day, just slamming into them with your fighters, but, you know, if you've not got any bombers left, what else can you do? And there we go. Didn't manage to get that kill just at the end there, but never mind. We did rather well there, as you're about to see on the scoreboard. Not a single death either. We were in the P-40 for the whole damn game. Oh, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, we got some nice rewards as well. What do we get? Let's have a look. A new decal, and the Survivor Award. Didn't lose any aircraft and destroyed more targets than anyone else. 23,000 credits and 28,000-ish XP. Not bad at all. 8 kills, 0 deaths. 2,400 score. We were only beaten by Denialist over there, but he, somehow, I don't know how he managed it, but he got 4. deaths and 8 kills, and somehow he managed to get a higher score than us. Pfft, whatever. Like I give a damn. There was a moral victory as far as I'm concerned. Right. I hear you're not sold on the P-40 still, you mad people. So, here's one last game, and this was the most legendary of the bunch. Now, there's another one I did on Skype with a friend, so no in-game audio, so I've decided to substitute it with some thematically appropriate theme music. Bonus points if you can guess the films. So anyway, here we are. We're on Stalingrad Winter. I swear to God there used to be a Stalingrad Summer map, but it never seems to come up anymore. I guess Gaijin got rid of it, but here we are. I've climbed up quite high. Everyone else is derping around down low by the middle airfield. I'm just sort of hanging around up here, as usual in the P-40, waiting to pounce. And I'm probably about to. Lots of juicy targets down there. Oh, here we go. Steep 90-degree dive onto, I think, yeah, the HE-112. HE-112s are easy targets, easy to pick on. I don't like flying HE-112s myself. They're pretty crappy aircraft, really. I mean, lots of people like them, but I can't stand them. I'd swear to God, the turn rate on those things is not as advertised. Plus, they're quite heavy, so they have an annoying tendency to want to crash into the ground when you're trying to turn at low altitude. But anyway, got some shots into him, didn't manage to finish the job, but maybe we can come back round again and do it again. Where is he? Aha! He's got half the team on his ass, but let's do it anyway. There we go. Kill secured. Oh, and a lag 3 was charitable enough to fly into my gun sights while we were at it. Never mind. Going too fast though. So, up, high yo-yo, back down again. Let's go around for another pass. Let rip those 50 calibers. Dead lag. Awesome. 2 kills already and the game's barely got going. Yeah, it's one of those games, guys. I don't know what happened. The planets must have just been in a correct alignment, whatever. But this game was good fun. So anyway, we're climbing again. As per usual. This is an energy fighter, as I keep saying, so need to preserve that energy. Make sure you don't you know, find yourself low and slow where you can easily be picked off, because you're not as maneuverable as all your little dogfighters, like your your Spitfires and whatnot. There we go. We've got this fella down here and another P-40, and I feel kind of bad for doing this, but whatever. You know, red text above his plane, then what can you do? Oh, and I'm panicking now because I just took a hit, and oh, it was from a gunner from an H6K. Never mind. It does pay to panic a little bit when you take fire, though, in all fairness, but still. Yeah, this guy's so dead. There's me, a Hurricane, and a BF-109 going after him. It's just a question of who's going to get him. This poor guy was clearly not having a good day, because, yeah, here we come. Perfect angle. And you see that? You see how the nose of the plane there didn't quite go where I wanted it to, so I had to flip the plane to the side and use the keyboard to adjust. That was exactly what I'm talking about earlier. And he's dead, and he actually rage quits in a second if you keep an eye on the text in the game, in the log. You just can't have been having a good day, I guess. But yeah, you saw that. The P-40, it has trouble pointing its nose exactly where you want it to go if you're just using your mouse. So what you have to do, like I said, is like I did there, adjust with the keyboard every now and again. You simply have to, because otherwise this plane won't do exactly what you want it to. It's the price you pay, basically, for all the other benefits you get. It's as a layman's sort of guess, an educated guess, if you will, would be that it's got something to do with the fact that this plane has an armoured engine. Its engine compartment is fairly well armoured, so this plane actually does okay in some head-on passes with other planes, and doesn't take engine damage unless it's taken some seriously big hits. But I reckon the flip side of that might be the fact that the nose of the plane is actually remarkably difficult to control, just because it's quite heavy. The centre of mass in the P-40 might be a bit squiffy, but I don't know. This is just an educated guess on my part. I'd have to look it up, really. And, you know, for all I know, it might not be a very accurate modelling of the P-40 in the game, because a lot of the planes in this game aren't, to be fair. Like, the P-40 actually in real life turned a lot sharper than the P-40 in the game does. In fact, it was one of the tightest turning fighters of the Second World War, but in War Thunder, no, it isn't, for whatever reason. So, it's one P-3. Don't know what he was doing. I guess he was trying to sneakily grab A here, but yeah, we're on his case. Another case of who's going to get the kill. Not the case of if we're going to get the kill. And again, did you see there me banking the plane manually with the keyboard? That's what the sharp turns at there again. Whenever it banks quite sharply, that's me using the keys, not the mouse. Something you really need to remember. I'm hammering it into you right now, because if you don't remember to do that, then you'll have just no success in the P-40. I mean, when I first started playing War Thunder, and I was playing my Americans, and I got the P-40 thinking, oh, legendary aircraft, this will be great fun to fly, and I thought it was complete and utter garbage, because I couldn't, it was like trying to drive a bus or whatever, you know, you couldn't point it where you wanted it to go, and, oh god. Yeah, friendly fire kill there, I think, on our part. Just too many guys flying around, all rape training this one poor bastard, but never mind. We'll make up for it in a bit. But yeah, like I said, it's like trying to fly a bus unless you use your damn keys. They are there for a reason, get used to it. If you start doing historical battles, keys are mandatory. You know, if you're not going to go as far as buying a joystick. So, oh, right, lag 3, can we get him? Lag 3s are quite tough, so not going to get him on the first pass, but let's go around. You will have noticed, of course, by this point, our left wing's taking a little bit of damage, our right wing has taken quite a bit of damage, our right aileron is black. But look at us go. P-40 just doesn't give a damn. It's still flying as if nothing's wrong. He's still going. Lag 3, yes. Got another kill. That's how many now? 6 kills. Oh god, there's bullets flying everywhere. I'm taking more hits. Look, my fuselage is screwed now. Oh boy. Still, keep going. This KI, is that a KI-10? Yeah. Yeah, this guy needs to die. Come on. Aircraft destroyed. Sweet. And at this point, I'm saying to my buddy on Skype, maybe I should just go ahead and land this thing, just almost out of respect, like it's done so well. Maybe I should just land the poor thing before it gets, you know, destroyed at an airbase. But then I figure, nope, screw it. Let's just go until we drop. So I fly back into the fray. Again, trying to gain altitude, and again, look, the plane at this point was becoming a little sluggish, but it was still flying like a beast. And that engine, more importantly, is completely untouched, fully functional. Thank you for that armoured engine compartment. It will save your bacon. So many other planes can take a bit of a punishing, but their engine will just get hit, and then once your engine's hit, there's nothing you can do. And yeah, I think we took some fire there from friendlies. When I went in there after that G50, I was going way too fast. The plane was very difficult to control, and I ended up flying into friendly fire. So totally my own fault there. But yeah, the P-40 is in even worse state now, but it's still going. It's still going. Fuselage is black on the diagram, but who gives a fuck? We're still flying. More targets ahead of us. We're still going 370 kilometers an hour. Not amazingly fast, but better than these guys down here. Oh, hello, IL-2. I hope you don't mind if I just, you know, shoot you to pieces. Yeah, well, assist, never mind. I believe, yeah, my pal in the I-15 got the kill for that. That's Anaka 3263. He's actually a friend of mine I know from real life. And we occasionally play War Thunder together, and he loves flying his trollish Russian biplanes. Quite often in games much higher tier than they are, like this one for example, but he does a pretty good job in this match actually, in some of the earlier ones too. That one where I showed you where I crashed in the airfield, he got a really high score in that match. in just his little I-15 biplanes against planes that should by all means be destroying him, but they don't because... Oh, there we go, we got another IL-2. Clipped his wing off just at the very last second there before we ever shot. Right. More victims, more targets. Hello, HE-51 biplane. Oh dear. Look, if you're going to bring a biplane into... You know, a reserve biplane into a game like this, you've got to make sure it's a Russian one at least. Mind you, I've seen some people flying Nimrods in like tier 12 games and actually getting kills, so, you know. But, you know, whatever. Oh, this guy's... Look how many engines and stuff are on fire on this thing. Bloody Russian planes, man. Just refuse to die, and everyone's going after him. Me and my friend down there are going after him. And he's just like, you better not just nick this kill. And yeah, I nicked the kill. I am a terrible person. Oh, couldn't resist though. And we've nearly got them down. Very close game this. The airfields kept changing hands all the time. Look at the bars at the top there. So close, but we've got the upper hand for now. That Lag 3 over there, he probably made a desperate attempt to go and grab A, but he got shot down by a swarm of our friendly fighters. I'm gaining altitude at the minute. I'm actually taking a screenshot there via the Steam overlay just so I could show my friend just what kind of horrific state this plane is in, and yet it's still going. And it's still getting me kills. It's just, oh, it's absurd. Look at me there, sat there on 10 kills. 10. And that's it for this game. Pretty much, basically. It's almost over. Tickets going down, and yeah. What a fantastic game. Kills galore. Best kind of game you can ever get in a P-40. I absolutely love it. Domination matches. In this kind of low tier, when you're energy fighting properly, you can just do so much better than your regular dogfighter. And there we go. Match over. Wow. That was such a good game. I played this a long time ago, this game, but I kept it around on my external hard drive just because I knew I had to show you guys it. 34,000 credits. In a plane well below my rank, so that's you get less credits for that normally, but 34,000 regardless, 30,000 XP. I believe I got the Survivor and the Fighter awards there. I didn't open the score screen, unfortunately, at the end of this, but yeah, 10 kills, 0 deaths. This was the one, people who follow me on Twitter, that I posted on Twitter afterwards, the result for it, and asked maybe the P-40 is slightly overpowered. But I don't think it is. I don't think the P-40 is overpowered at all. It takes a good degree of experience and skill to fly this thing. As you saw, you need to learn how to use your keyboard, you need to learn how to manage your speed, manage your height. But when you do, when you manage to get all of that under control, you can do so much better in this than you can in just a regular little dogfighter. You know, noobs play Spitfires, pros play P-40s. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you all again soon.